Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. Hope you're having a fantastic evening and you're ready for the racing out at the Vaal tomorrow. Greyville today, we had an 8 race program. We had 5 winners selected out of the 8 races in all the selections. And our value bet was scratched, diamonds and dust. Another scratching again. And our best bet, Naval Secret, ran fourth. So that was very, very disappointing from us. And yeah, so hopefully the postman can steer us in the right direction. The postman is back, and he's going to tip us the Vaal selections and give us his input. Guys, please remember that there's been lots and lots of rain in the last day or so, and there's going to be lots and lots of rain tonight. So we don't know how that course is going to be running tomorrow, so please be careful and have a look at the rain. I'm going to hand over to the postman now.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Nice to be back. Racing comes to us from the Vaal main track on the 9th of November. Guys, please take note that every single race is a maiden plate and all of them are for work riders. So just be careful. For me, it's not really a meeting to get involved with. However, we'll go through all my selections. First race on the card, due off at 13:10, 1,000 meters for fillies and mares. And in the first event, my first selection here is horse number 11. And that's his Vuitton. From the Paul Peters stable, has had one run, finished fourth behind What Gives. It ended up favourite on the day at 15-10, was green on that day. And I do believe that with natural improvement and with racing experience, horse number 11 should go very, very close. For second, I've gone for horse number 9, Musical Kiss, from the Grant Maroon stable. Has had one run, finished third, just over 2 lengths to Eyes on Tiger, showed pace on that occasion. And guys, the fourth horse on that day has come out and won, so the form has certainly been franked. For third, I have gone for horse number 1, and horse number 1 is Lil Wahoo, Erin Lee Watkinson for Paul Matchett. Last time out in a work rider's plate, finished second, 1 length behind End of Rock, and was staying on second best. There was a touch support for it on that day, and again could fill one of the minor spots. Race 2, due off at 13:45, first leg of the place accumulator, an 1800 meter event for fillies and mares. And in the second race, my first selection, and a confident first selection, is horse number 4, Maria's World. Charmer Mabaya for Mike de Kock. We know that Charmer is one of the better work riders. Last time out, over 1600 meters, this horse was drawn wide and was finishing hand over fist. Finished just over 3 lengths behind Damova, and I do believe that the extra 200 meters will suit this one down to the ground, and I make it quite a confident first selection. For second, I've gone for horse number 2, Cooper Trooper, Joe Genguiza for Fani Broncos. Again, Joe being one of the better work riders, I think this will go very, very close as well. Last time out, over 2,000 meters, ran against winners, so the form of that is a lot stronger than it meets today. Sat handy, weak and late, and I do believe this one will finish second. For third, I've gone for horse number 1, Tudor Tar, from the Paul Peters stable. This one finished right behind my first selection last time out, was handy and found no extra, and I do believe this will finish third. So race 2, I've gone 4x2x1. Third race on the card, due off at 14:20, over 1,000 meters, and I find this a really, really open event. Guys, if you're taking pick sixes, one needs to load up here. However, in the third race, my first selection here is horse number 6, Maradiva, from the Paul Peters stable. Maradiva has had 3 runs in Cape Town. This will be the first time it runs on the Haarveld. Has had a 13-week rest, but we know that Paul Peter gets these things right. And if this one reproduces its last run when finishing 4th, 3.5 lengths And behind the winner, this one should go very, very close. For second, I've gone for horse number 9. Bit of a roughie here, Blackburn Jet from the Grant Maroon stable. This one finished 7th, just over 4.5 lengths behind Eyes on Tiger. And again, as I said, the 4th horse in that race has come out and won, so the form of that race has been franked. And I do believe that with the run under the belt, Blackburn Jet will certainly improve. For third, I've gone for horse number 16, and that is the only filly in the race, Love Bite, Joe Genguiza for Fani Broncos. Joe did ride it last time out, finished 4th to Shimmerland. Joe dropped his stick 300 out and still stayed on. And I think that this one also can finish in the money. For 4th, I've gone for horse number 15, Sequoia. Fanny riding for Mike de Kock. Guys, we look at this horse. It's had a 40-week break. So again, we're taking fitness on trust, but we know Mike de Kock can bring them back. It ran stone last first time out, 14.5 lengths behind the winner. However, the horse went off at 8 to 10 on the day, so must have been showing something at home. If this horse brings its work to the course, this may be race over. But again, a very, very open event. Guys, I'll certainly be loading up, and my selection 6 by 9 by 16 by 15. The 4th race on the card, drew off at 14.57, over 1,200 meters for fillies and mares. And in the 4th race, my first selection here is horse number 6, Back to Formentara, from the Alec Laird stable. It's had 3 runs. The first 2 runs were over 1,200 meters, finished 3rd and 4th. The first time out was staying on, or my apologies, shifted and ran on late. The time before that stayed on, and its last run finished downfield 16 lengths behind the winner. However, it went off at 3 to 1. Samanga was aboard, and Samanga felt something amiss and certainly did not ride this one out. I do believe if the 6 is back to its best, could or should go into the number 1 box. 4th race for second, I've gone for horse number 1, and that is Right Choice, Fanny for Mike de Kock. Fanny has ridden it on its last 2 occasions, finishing 3rd and 2nd. This one jumps, tends to sit handy, and stays on. I do believe this one will go pretty close. For third, I have gone for horse number 8, and that is Balombre. A bit of a roughie, but I do believe this one can certainly improve on its first run. First time out, finished 7th, 10 length behind What Gives. Lost a length on that occasion, was green, shifting all over the place. And again, I think with the racing experience, Balombre can certainly make our swingers or exactors pay. I will be including that in all my bets. And for 4th, I've gone for horse number 5, and that is Namib's Roos. Finished 3rd last time out. When Rachel Venica was aboard, was staying on very, very well. Tobias Mango is riding it. Tobias rode it 2 runs back, finished 2nd behind Capri Gold. However, guys, I do believe this may be drawn on the wrong side of the track, so please just watch the earlier races when structuring your bets. So race 4, I've gone 6 by 1 by 8 by 5. The 5th race on the card, drew off at 15.35, over 1,800 meters for 3-year-olds. And in the 5th race, my first selection here is Duke of Rain, Philip Malangeni for Lucky Hoodalakis. This horse has had 3 runs. Last time out, finished 3rd over 1,600 meters, staying on. The time before that, finished 4th over 1,600 meters, and also staying on. Guys, this is a very, very difficult race. We don't know if any of the horses will get the distance. So again, if you're taking exotics, one should certainly load up here. For second, I have gone for horse number 7, This Generation, from the Paul Peter stable. This Generation has had 2 runs, first time out finishing 4th to Safe Passage, over 1,600 meters. Last time out finishing 5th, just over 4 lengths behind Mad About Fashion. Went off 12 to 10 favourite, was handy but found no extra. It has had a 14-week layoff, and maybe this one comes back fresh. For third, I've gone for horse number 8, the filly in the race, Pink Legacy, from Mike de Kock stable. Pink Legacy last time out, I think, was a little below par. Finished 6 behind Princess Philippa. Was handy in weak and late. The time before that, over 1,500 meters, stayed on very, very strongly. And again, if this one sees a distance, can certainly fill one of the minor spots. For fourth, I've gone for horse number 5, Absolute Value. This colt from the Fabian Habib stable finished 9th, just over 5.5 lengths behind Zeus. However, this is bred to get the distance. And again, I do believe that with one run under the belt, Absolute Value may be a hell of a lot of value tomorrow. Guys, watch your betting on this. If there's a touch of support, maybe one should follow this one. So just to finish off on the 5th race, I've gone 1, 7, 8 and 5. Race 6 is due off at 16:05, 2,400 meter maiden plate. Again, guys, we look at this race and we don't know if any of the horses will get the distance. So sadly, again, if we're taking exotics, one should take a chance and either banker here or go field. My first selection here is horse number 2, Dance Partner, Sam Messiah for St. John Gray. It is St. John's only run of the day. I don't believe he'll be taking the horse to the Vaal just to look at the weather. And if this one is right and gets a distance, should take a power beating. For second, I've gone for horse number 8, Indian War Dance, from the Tyrone Zaki stable. Last time out, finished 5th over 2,000 meters, was not striding out. Time before that, finished 4th over 1,800 meters, and again lacked a strong finish. So we look at the form of this race, maybe that something plods on to finish 2nd or 3rd. In the 6th race, for 3rd, I've gone for horse number 1, and horse number 1 is Viceroy from the Paul Peters stable. Viceroy did finish just in front of my first selection, but I do believe that my first selection will turn the tables on this. So in the 6th event, I've gone 2 by 8 by 1. The 7th race in the card, due off at 16:40, is run over 1,600 meters. And in the 7th race, you find my best bet, and that will be horse number 3, Angel C, Charma Mabaya for Mike de Kock. This one has had 2 runs. First time out, over 1,400 meters or 1,450 meters, finished 3rd, just over 2 lengths behind Golden Aspen, and was staying on well. Last time out, over 1,600 meters, drawn 10 out of 10, finished 4th behind Demova, and again was finishing very, very well. I do believe that the 3 horse Angel C will take a power beating. If I'm taking exotics, I'm bankering that and loading up earlier on. For second, I've gone for horse number 4, Eternal Life, Impi Lukele for Corey Lensley. Impi rode it first time out, over 1,400 meters at the track, finished 2nd behind Flame Flower. And again, this one should be in the placings here. Eternal Life, however, guys, first time out was at 33-1, so there was no confidence in that on that run. For third, I've gone for horse number 1, and that is Kiss to Dream, Sam Messiah for Bill Human. Last time out, finishing 4th, just over 4 lengths to Definitely Maybe, was staying on at the finish. The time before that, finished 3rd, just over 5.5 lengths to Code Zero, and was making late progress. Again, number 1, Kiss to Dream, can certainly fill one of the minor spots. But like I said, my first selection, and quite a confident first selection, is horse number 3. Race 8, the lucky last, due off at 17:15, run over 1,600 meters. Guys, another very, very open event. My first selection here is horse number 1, Rayed Goodman Damasi for Stephen Moffat. Last time out, finished 5 lengths behind Red Saxon. Time before that, finished 2 lengths to Heart of Harlem. This one tends to sit handy, and I think drawn 11, hopefully the right side of the track, should give a good account of itself. For second, guys, I've gone for horse number 4, Give Me Royalty. Joe Gangwiza for Shailen Naidu. We know Shailen's got a small stable, but the horses generally come to the track fit and well. Last time out, this was finished 4th behind Zeus and was making steady progress. But guys went off at 75-1, so there was no confidence on the day. For third, I've gone for horse number 10, and that is Indus Knight from the Paul Peter stable. Has had 2 runs. First time out, finished 3rd to Master of Law, was green and staying on. Last time out, set pace and stopped. I do believe that in a weak field, this one can fill one of the minor places. So just to finish off race 8, I've gone 1 by 4 by 10. Guys, again, just to reiterate, please bear in mind, all maidens, all work riders, be very, very careful if you're taking bets. Not a card for me to get really involved in. If you have to have a bet, use our selections as a guide. Check if there's a bias. Guys, look after yourselves, take care, and back to you, Stevie, in the studio.
Thanks for that, the Postman. Really appreciate your input, and welcome back to the channel. And we know that you're going to steer the guys in the right direction. Even though we've had a bit of a lean patch in the last 2 weeks, we're going to come back even stronger. So the Postman's tipped an 8-race program, a bar pot and a PA, and his best bet race 7, number 3, Angel C, and the value bet race 8, number 1, Raid. Remember, guys, I did tell you about the rain, and so please be careful when you're doing your selections, and yeah, don't go mad. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share with your mates. We're growing quite nicely. We're up to 625 subscribers. And yeah, let's hope we can have a good week this week, guys. I'm going to do a profit and loss video that's going to go out tonight as well. So please look at that. There's been some great profit in the last 3 months because of the value that we've been tipping. So all in all, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.